Panasonic Cup is our feature race at Sha-Tin on Saturday this week. We're a day earlier with a 10-race programme and a high-class undercard as well. A very warm welcome to Racing to Win, your guide to Hong Kong racing. I'm Andrew Lejeune, joined in the studio by Paul Lally, our form analyst, and race caller John Blance as well. And John, great lineup for the Panasonic Cup, including last year's winner.
Yep, so I think he's got a pretty good chance as old Racing Supernova coming back to the scene of probably his greatest triumph so far in Hong Kong. Limitless is interesting. While my friend ran a good race in the contest last year. So there's quite a few there and possibly one or two clues for HKIR.
Yeah, Western Express, it's his pet trip as well, the 1400 metres. Paul, a couple of jackpots and more than a couple of first starters as well.
Yeah, hundreds of them here in this particular race meeting. Chris So and Joe Moreira team up with a couple of really interesting ones. They'll probably start pretty short price favourites as well. But some other ones there that probably gone under people's radar a little bit. $1.8 million triple trio jackpot, $2.8 million six-up win bonus. So plenty of money to be floating around.
Yeah, and Joe is back, missed midweek.
Yep.
Past the doctor Friday morning. He was out at the trials, running some nice horses
yeah,
as well, wasn't he?
He was indeed, yeah. If you go on the website, you can take a look at some really excellent trialists this morning. And yes, we put the mockers on Joe, didn't we, the other day, saying he was definitely going to ride, and he didn't. Yeah. But thankfully, he should be OK for the weekend.
Yeah, he has got a handful of good rides as well. So a 10-race programme on Saturday afternoon, and we're on the A course as well. All races on the turf. The feature race is race number 7. Kick things off with a Class 5 over the 1400 metres. All the races sponsored by Panasonic, headed by winning controller, beaten favourite of the 1200 metres at Happy Valley last start. Magical Champion, Class 5 for the first time. Real Deal, another beaten favourite last time out. Gameful Jet, barrier 14 for him, likes to roll forward. Gold Talent takes a drop-in trip. Frankie Laura Nash Ruler, unbeaten so far, 1 from 1. Telecom Boom is Joe Moreira in the saddle, and Happy Century and No Laughing Matter both behind Spicy Double last time out.
Yeah, not many obvious leaders in this race. Gainful Jet has been desperately unlucky with the gates, gets gate 14 again, but there's not a huge amount of pace under him, so he might be able to sneak straight to the front. Real Deal hasn't been in this class for too long. Brilliant Monkeys, trained by Frankie Law, so anything is possible.
Yeah, Blinkers on Gainful Jet should help him as well. His Real Deal, he's not living up to his name at this stage, although his best run was his last run. Now he's down into Class 5. What you've seen in the mornings, he looks better than a Class 5 horse, this one, to be honest with you. His work has been pretty good, but he just hasn't really produced on the racetrack. Here's his second piece of work on the 8th of November. We're in November now.
Yeah,
8th of November. Be Christmas before you know it. Neil Cullen aboard, and you can see he's going really nicely as well. Friday puts me off a bit. Gold Talent, an old boy now, but another one that still tends to work well. Quite a versatile horse, goes well also at Sha-Tin and Happy Valley. Trying Sha-Tin on Saturday, but his work's pretty good. He's pretty fit for an old chap.
Yeah, all right, we'll come back and have a look at Gold Talent in a minute, but No Laughing Matter as well has been put in.
Yeah, here's the last one we'll look at. Sorry, No Laughing Matter, really stretching out nicely as well, but he's getting right down towards the end of the ratings at this stage, so he'll need a win to save his Hong Kong career at some stage.
All right, OK. Well, let's get things going with Victory Follow Me, who's been knocking on the door. This is him finishing 4th. Got Happy Century and the aforementioned No Laughing Matter here. Yeah,
Victory Follow Me is still a 23 start maiden. Blinkers come off, barrier 11, I'll leave him alone. Happy Century goes OK. I think he goes a little bit better at Sha-Tin, so I haven't got him in the numbers, and No Laughing Matter, as I said, he's the one that needs to win. I haven't got any of these three in, to be honest.
Of the three, I think Happy Century is probably the best. He's got a rather attractive light racing weight and a decent draw, but again, I haven't quite managed to sneak him in.
All right, OK. 3 more to consider here. Actuariat, Born to Race, and Telecom Boom, finishing 8th here, but he was actually a winner first up course and distance this season.
Telecom Boom's one of those Class 5 horses who's towards the bottom of the grade, but he very rarely runs a bad race, and Joe Moreira's aboard, so he's sure to be popular. Actuariat ran a mighty race here, though. He was posted wide the whole way, and he nearly got the job done at a big price. In the end, he was just, in the end, caught by a horse who had a much better run in transit, so I think Actuariat is definitely one that has to be seriously considered now he gets gate 5.
Yep, Actuariat and Telecom Boom look the two coming out of this race for sure.
All right, yes. One more to have a look at. That is Gold Talent. Now, we saw him in track work there. It's him finishing 4th. He has covered a bit of ground when we pick it up at this point. Takes a drop-in trip as well. It's
interesting he's coming back from 1,600 to 1,400 metres. We showed his track work. His track work was pretty good. He's been going all right. I do prefer him over the 1,600 though, because he just takes a little while to warm up. That's why I didn't even sneak him in the numbers. But he's going well. He's a horse that's sort of well within himself, you know.
He was actually running some decent races in Class 4 towards the end of last season. I thought it'd be immoral in Class 5 once he dropped in there. He hasn't quite managed to do it, but he hasn't run badly. So he goes in, Eachy peachy sort of a horse.
I thought from barrier 3 they might be a bit more positive and get going a bit sooner. We will see though, but class 5's to get the ball rolling, Paul.
Yeah, that's a typical nice good class 5 race to start with, so a little bit tricky. Not much pace in the race. The two horses I think will go forward are Real Deal and Gainful Jet. Gainful Jet, I like him with the blinkers going on for the first time, and Real Deal is his second start in class 5. It did go well, and he started off favourite actually last start, so we might get a bit of a price this time. So 3 to beat 5. Brilliant Monkeys has put on 45 pounds, so he's put on a lot of weight, but he looks okay for it. He always looked like a lean horse anyway, and he's a winner off 32, 37, and he's rated here 30. Goes to Frankie Law, class 5 Frankie Laws, and of Actuary and Telecom Boom. I snuck Telecom Boom in the end, but I'll be playing exotics.
Yeah, it's quite a tricky race to start. There are lots of horses with the odd chance here, or their Actuate is the one I've gone on top with, though. That was a very good run last time out. As I said, he was wide throughout, and I think he's got every chance of going well. Gainful Jet's been very unlucky at the gates, but he's run some pretty good races despite that, and he shouldn't get a particularly bad Gate 14 run this time. Gold Talent goes in there for the reasons mentioned. Magical Champion, very rough. Gate 1, he ran quite well on the all-weather last time out. He's up in trip, which will help him. He's down in grade. He gets Gate 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was a lot closer than he has been in Class 4.
Yeah, I've actually got Magical Champion in as well. I thought it was an interesting run. It'd be a big price. What is he at the moment? $54.